You say we are free. I need a list to give you more, you better. You to talk. You say we are free. I need a list about you more, you was gone. Ayan, Jana Junubi Ayan. Mafi Gurus, Kisim Giwasha. Jian. Jana Junubi Jian, was to be late, Omakulu and Fotu. Anataban, since 2011, Ladiasa, same level today. Anataban, 21 years, fighting freedom, and we are fighting ourselves today. No one is safe on Emily Road. No one is safe on Juba to Terekeka Road. Dead bodies recovered on the river Nice. Only God knows when the killers will be found. Oh no. Land grabbers everywhere, the youth are dying on the streets. We were finished from the bullets of the unknown gunmen and cattle raiders. Ayan, Jana Junubi Ayan. Mafi Gurus, Kisim Giwasha Shedi. Jian, Jana Junubi Jian. Was to be late, Omakulu Elefatu. Anataban, since 2011, Ladiasa, same level today. Anataban, 21 years, fighting freedom, and we are fighting ourselves today. No, if this time for everything, where it's time for our peace. Oh Lord, if this time for everything, where it's time for our peace. We prayed for this country. Oh, school fees, and I'm a bit on soon. My dad is in Takoma, the university Takoma. On bigger garden. Yeah, the promise of free education by Dr. John is gone. Anataban, city shoot, Mavi may allege you shabby. Oh, Anataban, Sabashur, Mavi may allege Usasa Suku. Oh, Anataban, since 2011, same level today.
Welcome everybody. My name is Abraham Machak, one of the State Media hosts. And for those of you who are watching in Clubhouse, listening in Clubhouse, YouTube, please start sharing this live show interview. My guest this evening, this morning, wherever you are, so is Dr. Thoknaath. He's one of chairman of South Sudan Permanent Peace Movement, SSPPM. So Dr. Thoknaath, welcome to the State Media. Thank you for coming to a media platform. Before we dive in our conversation, Dr. Thoknaath, please introduce yourself. Who is Dr. Thoknaath? 2 to 3 minutes before we start our discussion. So welcome to the State Media.
Thank you very much for welcoming me, Lagos State Media. I'm very humbled to be here today, and I'm saying hello to everybody, wherever you are. First of all, my name is Dr. Thoknaath Thuokok. I'm the chairman of South Sudan Permanent Peace Movement. My office currently located in Juba. In case if you are watching in Juba, if you want to stop by, if you know the new bridge, you can go, like you are going to Nimili and it's to Uganda, is on the left side, and you can see the signpost at the office. So currently, I'm working here in Seattle, Washington State. By profession, I'm an HR journalist. I work for one of the seafood companies in North America. And I'm a man of a lot of different hats. I used to be a lecturer at Catholic University in South Sudan before 2013, and also South Sudan Christian University. And also after 2013, around 2015, I was a deputy dean of Dr. John Garang University, and also a lecturer. And actually, I get my PhD from Juba University in 2021. And my undergrad, actually graduate from high school in Salt Lake City, Utah, and also get my bachelor in Nebraska, and my MBA and MPA at University of New Haven in Connecticut. So I have a diverse background. Also, I've been served in the SPLA. In 2015, actually, I was in Panyago during the crisis. So in case if you see the military attire, that's where I took that picture from. So that's all about me for now.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Dr. Thoknaath. Before we go to ask you deep about your party, I have read a little bit about you. You are a member of Red Army, right?
Yes.
So yes, can you tell us a little bit about your experience when you were Red Army? I'm one of the Red Army as well. I'm one of the Lost Boys. So, and I hope you are my colleague. We came here in the United States. So, can you tell me a little bit your experience when you were when you were in Red Army during the SPLA time?
Basically, I was there back in '87. During the time, at the time that people was trying to be taken to Kenya in before 91 actually. I was a very small boy, but I was not let go, but I stay in Tarpam. If you know all those Red Army in Tarpam and Thoknaath, there where I was. In they can call us when they trained the Matu. Yeah.
Thank you.
In 8788.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's where I served. Yeah.
Great. That's good. It's good.
But I didn't go to Dima or Panyedo, but I was in Panyedo in '94, and then in Dima in '95, and in '97 I was in Krumuk with Malik Agar with James Osmai. After this is the second time when people went back. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Very great. Very great. Thank you. So, Dr. Thoknaath, what can you tell us about your party? Give us a brief. What is your party? What's your mission, and what make you run to form this political party? Is it this political party South Sudan Permanent Peace Movement? Is it a civil movement, or is it do you have a military wing? So tell us a little bit more about your political party. Thank you.
The party has no army. My army, but I have an army more than President Salva Kiir and Dr. Riek Machar, because my army are the children and the women who don't like the sound of the guns, and the people of all churches, of all mosques and a kind of religions. And that's why I say we put it South Sudan Permanent Peace Movement. It's a civil right movement that advocate for permanent peace, not revitalized peace or not comprehensive peace. We need a permanent peace in South Sudan. and we registered it back in 2021 with the permission of the South Sudan government. I registered all my members from all 10 states. And that's the reason why we have been given the office. Without security, our national security clearance, we could not exist currently in Juba, because we have stamp. Because before you have a stamp, we have our own flags too. You can see on my Facebook, we raise it up. And without national security clearance, we cannot be able to have stamps or flags or even register, because before you get registered, you propose the names, and if the political parties council reject the name, they can tell you to give you another chance to create another name. But after we gave it back in 2021, they just allow us to have that name, because we don't share it to nobody.
Thank you. You mentioned that you are, yes, go ahead.
And the reason why I'm running for the presidency, because my party and myself believe that we are the only party, or the person myself, to bring the South Sudan together, because we're tired of war. And like everybody else, myself, I've been raised in war and grown up in war. And I don't see my children, like all our people, to be just history to keep repeating itself. And I believe the people who create this mess, to be specific, because you can be sick in your body, but for a doctor to diagnose you and give the right treatment, it has to have whether the problem is on your hair or your neck, right? So I see the people who mess up our country is not, we have 64 tribes, but the people who mess up our country are Dinka and Nuer. And these people, for our country to go forward, they have to come together. Whether we like each other or not, we have to live together in peace. And I can give you the example. When we have issues back in 1987 or 84, we did not go ahead within the SPLM movement. But after Gordon Kongchol and Dol Chol and other people signed the Kwang Law Declaration and combined their force together under our late hero, Dr. John Grung, we even went far, and then we captured Nasser, you see, in 89. And that's the symbol of unity, you see. And the same thing, if we have problem back in 2013, I don't see any, because you can defeat somebody, but for you to defeat somebody, you have to win his heart and mind. But if you just defeat it with guns, it's still, and that's the reason. Well, that's the reason why we still a lot of people in UNIMIS. But for myself, if I become a president and people so soon elect me, I am the right person to unite people, especially starting from the Dinka and the Nuer, and then the rest of the people in South Sudan.
Thank you, Dr. Thoknaath. You mentioned that the problem of South Sudan is Dinka and Nuer. So these two tribes in the country are the problem of the country. So what they can do so that the peace can be in the country. So what can you, what changes can you bring between these two largest ethnic group in South Sudan? If they're fighting between two of them, how can you, as a leader, what can you do to bring peace up between these two ethnic groups?
For what I can do is, if you look at it critically, the Dinka and Nuer, they've been used as a proxy war amongst the very smart individuals. If you look at it, they all suffer, and they don't have any problem against themselves. But for you to be in power, you have to use them to fight each other to maintain the status quo. And that's what is happening. But for me, to help those people to understand that there's no problem. I have to start it within myself, in my heart, because it's like a religion. You to be a good person, you don't just talk about it. You have to internalize it. You have to start within your own family and also your friends. For example, like myself, during the war, I did not go to UNIMS, and I was Nuer, and I was one of the lecturer at the Dr. John Garang University, and the people who stay there was Dinkabur, and the Dinkabur never killed me. I was at Dr. John Garang, I was teaching Dinkas, because most of the Nuer was at UNIMS, and why they didn't kill me? Because I know the person who killed me, who might be able to kill me, is just killing innocent person. I was just providing the service for my country. And the same people who were in charge, the Dinka board themselves, I have a good friend up to now, maybe some of them are watching. If they're still there, they are the one who protect me, and I don't have any issue. And until I came back to US, I never see any bad thing. Because if Dinkas are bad, okay, why I was there, why I was not killed. But the problem is, these two tribes have been used by smart people, but all of us has to work around it and make a civil education and let the person that know how to tell people this is right and how we can come together as a one nation and not to be used for personal interest.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thoknaath Thuokok. Let me go back to South Sudan is prepared for election. Is coming up in December this year. And you are, as a chairman of SSPPM, you are interested to run for president. Why are you running? Why are you running for president of South Sudan? Can you tell us what give you that confidence, that vision that you want to run? You want to run with the next president of South Sudan? Thank you.
The reason why I'm running and the reason why I'm confident I'm not just thinking about it. If I will be given, if my name will be in ballot, I will win the election. I will be the next president of South Sudan. If people decide to choose. And the reason is because if I get elected, even you will know that you are owning South Sudan. But now South Sudan is being owned by individuals. Okay? We never elect our commissioners. We never elect our governors. We never elect our MPs. But for me, myself, if I become president, people will elect their MPs, will elect their mayor or commissioners, and will elect their state parliamentarians. And in addition to that, I will set the term limit for presidency. Within 4 years or 5 years, whatever the Constitution of South Sudan said, I will be re-elected again. And if I fail, I will give the presidency to the next person peacefully. Because why? Because I've been given it, I've been elected by the people. And that should be, and you don't have to like me if I'm ruling for 5 years, but if you know that Dr. Thoknaath is going to finish within 5 years, why would you rebel against me and you know that I'm going to be done within 5 and be re-elected again? So, and I'm pretty sure all our rebels can come home if I could be the president, because I don't have any problem with Thomas Cirillo. I don't have problem with any other faction like Paul Malonga one and other and Simon Gadwidwal and other people. They could come home and also participate in the governance.
Thank you, Dr. Thoknaath. You know, in the country, President Salva Kiir have a huge support Dr. Young Machar have a huge support on the ground. What can you do to win the election while these two icon politicians in the country, they have a huge support across South Sudan? What can you do to beat them?
Okay. They have, for myself, in my heart, and the way, because I was in the ground, I don't just talk here in the United States. They don't have a huge support. Mm-hmm. Let me start it. Even Dr. Riek himself and President Kiir, of course, they are the one who maintain the army, but the army does not belong to them. It's belong to the South Sudanese. If I become president, it's going to be my army. You see, and if people of South Sudan choose, I can bring something that they never did. For example, the money that can be used for guns, I can change them and put them in food stamps. You see, let me give you this example. You know, Lual Deng, right, is the current basketball president, right, of South Sudan. Right. So, and now our team will be going to the, South Sudan is not a new country. It's a new country because we just get independent, but the people themselves are not new. We are the better people who live there for a long time. And for us, this is 2024. We have to be the same with any individual. The same, the spirit that led Lual Deng to take our people to Olympic, that's the spirit I can bring and use those money for agriculture and food stamps. Even if you don't have a job, you can have money and for food. And even there's no support here for President Kiir and Riek Machar. Even their wives and children, they are my army, they can vote for me. Because the music that they are listening, they listen to the music of peace, not the sound of the gun. They don't like. And now President Kiir, Riek Machar, to vote for me. And if they feel shy, then their children can vote for me. But they will not tell them. Even their wives.
Thank you, Dr. Thoknaath. Can you hear me right? The network is saying like little checking. I have a question, good question coming from Angelo Tim, which is connected with my next question that I'm asking you. Angelo Tim is asking you why Thoknaath party is going to be depend from over 57 parties and the movement that are out there in South Sudan. So connect this question with the question of from Angelo Tim. What will make you the best candidate compared to others candidates? Oh, sorry guys, hang on for a second. It's the networks. Let me see here. Bear with me, guys. So you have a network connection issues, so he will be back. Okay, bear with me, guys. So for those of you who are watching in Facebook, YouTube, if you have a question for my guest, please drop your comment there, your question, and I'll bring it up. And I see few of you wrote your question. I will ask your question to the guest. And some of you in the clubhouse, we will give you later on a chance to have your question, maybe two to three people in clubhouse. Bear with me. So. Okay, welcome back. So network connection, that is a problem. So can you hear me now? Dr. Thoknaath, can you hear me? Dr. Thoknaath, can you hear me? Let me see. Can you try to check you're not connected? Can you hear me now? Okay. Seem like he cannot hear me. Okay, guy, bear with me. He's coming back. Let's see. The network is can be a little bit tricky, but let's see if he will come back.
You say we are free. I need a list to give you more, you better. You it all. You say we are free. I need a list of passion, more, you was gone. Ayan, Jana Junubi Ayan. Mafi Gurus, Kisim Giwasha Shedi. Oh, Jian, Jana Junubi Jian. Was to be there, Umakulu, Fadur. Anataban, since 2011, Ladiasa.
Welcome back, Dr. Thoknaath.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Check your network connection. Probably, are you using a Wi-Fi or data? Okay, so can you hear me, Dr. Thoknaath? Okay, Dr. Thoknaath, check your. I cannot. It seems like you cannot hear me. Can you check your connection? If you are using a Wi-Fi or data?
So is it on my end or your end?
It's your end. Your network. Yeah, it's your end.
Huh?
It is on your end. Your network. Your Wi-Fi. Your connection is not connected.
It is on my end?
Yes.
Okay, let me see if there is another alternative here, if on my end.
Yeah, check if you are using a Wi-Fi. Okay, let's wait for a little bit, guys. So sorry for the technology issue. Sometimes, you know, it's hard when you use. Isaac, can you play a little bit music? Yeah.
Yeah, let's be patient. When he come back with a stable network, we will leave up the raising hand for those in the clubhouse who have some question for him. But now the hand raise is turned off temporary until we see him back with a stable network.
Okay. Let's see.
We Santo Man Kolnyang Mike Cholgrangawan Yubit Luping Yarul Pandiri Shet Maniel Anaketon Niel Jilo Wenetona Dol. I think a kick Buka Devo by Anyalia de Kuika Pingrin. Gemana, yeah, when I jang along, I do Kagaparami. Madina Maja, Kubo, Makur, Kagaboli, and Kuaita Jam, Wagarade, Kegela, Emmanuel, whenever you go. I think a kick think a kick, Kagabuka, the boy. Anyalinya, dear, quick, a thing. Gemana, when I jam along, I do Kagabarandi. Madina Majaku, the Makur, Kagaboli, who I that young. Magarden, Kegelang, Emmanuel, whenever you go. Call you upon the Lord. You might tell you a good meat and meat corn. Could I move a boy low up and then can you go real? I lay you train is young as you are done. Who was in money melody? Money, you're going to do. Who by in good, and a town of banana. Hey, you pay him upon a road. Jemana to the lake, joy, joy. He died calling him to buy. Punya you to jogging by the pandemic, which in our day, I my little shred, Jalakapi, good at the day, get willing banan. Good on the boy, low up and then, Kayogo, I lay your train, is young as you are done, who was in money melody. Money, you're going to do, who by in good, and a ton of banana. Punya you to jogging by the pandemic, which in our day, I my little shred, Jalakapi, good at the day, get willing banana. I got yellow gully, I got someone by you, I got your washing, and the matona, I love you, yellow gaggy, matona, I got yellow gag, I got yellow gag, I got your washing, and the matona, I love you, yellow gag, matona, someone like you. Money, you're going to do. Who by in good, and a ton of banana. Hey, you pay him upon a road. Jemana to the lake, joy, joy. He died calling him to buy pink. Watch your punya you to jogging by the pandemic. Which in our day, I my little shred. Jalakapi, good at the day, get willing banana. Money melody, money you're going to do. Who by in good, and a ton of banana. Hey, you pay him upon a road. Jemana to the lake, joy, joy. He died calling him to buy pink. Watch your punya you to jogging by the pandemic. Which in our day, I my little.
Back to your ding now. William, stand me there.
Santino Mojo, when we do interview session, we cannot drop the link now, so we cannot share the link. So because this is if you have a question for him, that's why your question. And for those of you who try with other people, so bear with me for a minute. Okay, can you hear me now, Dr. Thoknaath?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Okay, let's wrap it up very quick because your network is really challenging. So the question that I was asking you regarding about what makes you different to be the best candidate compared to other candidates, and that is connected with the question that Angelo Atem asking you. Angelo asking you that why your party is going to be depend from, like, you will depend other 57 political party in the country. So you can go ahead and answer that question. Thank you. Okay. He's still having a network issues, guys. So bear with me, my apologies. So okay. So while we're waiting for those of you who just came in, so Dr. Thoknaath is one of the is having a political movement party. It's called South Sudan Permanent Peace Movement. He's part, for some of you asked the question earlier that if his party is registered or not. He's saying that his party has been registered in the country. He's a part, and his party is well recognized on the ground in South Sudan. He's one of those 57 or more than political party that are participating in the country. So he's one of them. So his office, as he mentioned before, his office is in Juba. So, but he's currently in the United States, but and he have his people on the ground. Yes, he said that he having 500 member registration and more in 10 states. And I thought that he would elaborate more if his network allowed him, but now network is challenging. Dr. Thoknaath tried to check. I don't know from here. Hello. Okay, thank you guys. So sorry for convenience. Isaac, you can come up. Thank you guys. So we will due to network difficulties, he will not be able to come back, but we will reschedule it again. We will bring him back again on Wednesday, around 7 Eastern time, also 4 p.m. Pacific time. So we will schedule his interview. Okay, sorry for the convenient guys. Sometimes technology is issues. So Isaac, so go ahead and say.
Yeah. Thank you, Abraham Madid, and apologies to all our viewers again for what has happened. And as you heard it from Abraham, we're going to reschedule Dr. Thoknaath to come back again to complete the interview and with the Lagos State media. So we thanking you for being patient, especially those in the clubhouse. You've been so patient. And just keep in mind, we will reschedule this show again, and you will be having a time to ask your questions. So just get prepared for the next interview is scheduled with your questions, as you have seen a new party that emerging to see how it will be, what will make it different among the other parties' names in the social media. And he says that his party is registered officially in Juba, and they have an office there on the ground. And yeah, if you come back, we're going to go deep to find out even the branches, as he said, in 10 states and 3 administrative areas. He has members there. And during the campaign and this coming up election, there are a lot to be asked anyway. But fortunately, network really very challenging. Yeah. So Abram, we're gonna close down the clubhouse and we will catch up again for
Okay.
that.
Oh, Isaac, very quick. Yeah, we have another show coming up in within like 5 minutes. So I will bring Imun Yakan very quick, Isaac. So let us end this room, and then we will come back live again.
All right, then the clubhouse will end as well, and we will come back.
And then we will schedule another show. Yeah, we will come back with Imun Yakani. So that's another next show that we're supposed to do it. So we will bring him back. So let me end this room, and then we'll come back.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon.